What's going on, everybody? It's Slang Dutchman here, and we're right where we left off. I'm working to get the bushes out and some control arms off. Now these are just 18s. Don't know if you can really see them. Wait, I have a better light for that. There we go. Oh, that's too much. There. There is a 18 and an 18 there, but in order to get them out, because the bolt is like this long, the whole size of that, it's gonna hit the diff with that one and that one. So I first need to remove the diff in order to get those out, and that's just a simple bolt. If it's rusty, it might give me some struggle, but I assume, looking at the rest of it, it's going out easily. So that's those two. The diff is just one bolt here, one bolt there, and here one at the front. That one, you take it from this side, but I need to get, I think, the drive shaft off, because that's a little bit easier to work with. Actually, I don't think I even have to. But we'll take it off anyway. And then, well, those two, and then I'll take the camera back up when I have these arms all off and the subframe, the differential all out. Then we're gonna press out some bushings. I've tried one already, which I have this nifty tool. Basically, ow, there we go. Basically, you have cups, all different sizes, and different lids, basically, for those cups, like these. So what you do is you put one of these on, which is bigger than the hole. Then you put this one on that just seals it, and then this goes through the hole, which is not big enough, as you see, for the original one, but I was able to push the middle out, which the SD card got corrupted, and luckily only that video. But there was like a bushing in here, and I leaned on it to look on the other side of the diff, the subframe, and just by leaning on it, I felt that it was sinking in. So I just was able to press this out by hand. Just where is it? These two. I was able to press these out by hand, which is pathetic. So now this does fit all through here, and then basically this one goes on. So imagine this cup is in between here. This one goes on the back. This had a little lip on it that I just cut off, because that was sort of as soon as this was compressing, it was just squeezing and just make it bulge outside, so it was catching on this lip. Now it isn't anymore, so you basically put that one on, and then this one, and then you start twisting them up, this one, and it just sort of pulls this through here, and then pulls the rubber, this one, just pushes it into the cup, and this is, well, it has seen better days. It has some cracks and everything in them, but and the middle just came falling out, and of course this is going to be an upgrade. So that was one, that's going to be two. I'm gonna take these 4 bolts out, like I said, this one, those two, and then the diff, and then I'll pick the camera back up, because then we'll start scrubbing and cleaning, and then, well, finish this one up tomorrow. So if we finish welding tomorrow, it can even go back in again. But let me do this all, and then I'll pick the camera back up as soon as I start working on the bushings. So here we are, and everything is out or off. Just stored it all here. It's like diff, all the suspension, what is it, cups, holders, whatever it is, upper control arm. Now, if anyone can tell me what this is in the comments, anyone who knows about BMW or whatever, or just cars in general, it's just a metal round thing with a bolt in it. You can unscrew it, but I think this has something to do with balance or something. So there's no vibration or something in the rear of the car. I think it has something to do with that, but let me know in the comments what is this for, what is the purpose. I'm gonna leave it on, unless it has no purpose at all, then of course I can take it off. But that one is out already. Now it's time to do, let's do it like this. Oh, doesn't want to stay upright anymore. I'm gonna pull that one out. So where's my nifty tool? I'm gonna insert this thing here. This is like the hollow cup with the lid. Then here on the back side we're gonna place this, because that's smaller than the hole. Put this one on, twist it all up. Now as you can see, when I'm turning this, it's pulling this in. Extend it a little bit, make it easier for myself. You can already hear it cracking. And if you hear that, but that means it wants to come out. And I think this is a better method because you see online, if you look up a video, so many people are burning these things out. Then I'm thinking it takes a long while, it stinks, it makes a mess of everything, and you still need to clean up after because it's not as clean as you want it. And if I'm looking at the other one here, it's just black, painted, clean, no nothing, no, just ready to go in for a new one. So if I wasn't painting and making this thing a little bit nicer again, then still I could have just, you know, threw the new one in and be happy with it. Come on. Three, two, one. Come on. It's almost there. I can feel it. The rubber has no grip anymore. There we go. Now I'm thinking, is the rubber big enough to now hit the back of this? Because, there we go. There we go. As you can see, just pulled it inside this this cup, and now this one is all ready to go, all nice and clean. So I'm gonna repeat this process for the other two, and then take the wire wheel out and we'll see further. I've got all the old bushings out of there, and well, now I got everyone out, every single one out, and now I'm starting to like wire wheel this whole thing and to see how rust free I can get it. This looked very bad at the beginning. Now wire wheel it a little bit and it ain't that bad. In first glance, this subframe looked way worse than it actually is. So it's gonna get like an extra coating of primer once I'm done, and some paint. Let me know what kind of color you think the subframe needs to get. I think it will be in this video, but guess or make a suggestion. And well, this is very boring work, just like this, and so I'm not gonna bother you with that. I'm gonna wire wheel this thing till it's clean, Then I'm gonna wire wheel a lot of that stuff until it's clean. Then there's a few final bushings that I need to get out, but then I'm gonna pick the camera up. So I'm just gonna some good old fashioned elbow grease and just some time, and let's see if it pays off, because it's not interesting to film this, hence why I'm not filming it, because you can you know how cleaning up works. Just let's see how good this turns out. Smaller drill?
Yeah.
Even a little bit smaller. And when those are out, we can put the new ones in. As I went cracking on the subframe yesterday, I took everything out, took the rust off and just grinded it down and put some paint on it. First some primer and now some paint. So, wait, where's my cam?
Sorry.
There are new saws in here, I think. Or not. Or not.
I want to play a game.
Give me a few seconds, I know I have new saws somewhere. So, here we are with the pink subframe. So, I don't know, I thought it was just a cool color. Looks a little bit more red on camera, but it's neon pink as hell in real life. So yeah, Summit, what about the Yes Show factory sponsorship? No. But I do like this color though, and especially for like subframe, everything under the car having such crazy colors, I'm liking it. So, let me just finish painting this up. Then we're gonna press or hit the new bushings in. After a little bit of, what is it, verdangling. We got the old bushes out and the new bushes in, which is just a little bit of more pain in the ass, because the cups that I had in the toolkit, they were too big. So we just took a drill out and just drilled holes in it basically, and then the middle part comes out, and when the middle is out, then we were able to sort of whack it out. Put the, was that one?
I don't know if these two fit together.
There's one of those.
I think this was one, and now it's two.
Now it is. But at least they're all out and the new ones are in. So those are replaced. Also the front one, which is a bit of pain in the ass to get in, but we made it. Then we have one cup here that we need to fill with a new bearing, because we got the old one out, because this one was just shot. Yeah, there's the new one. And we got the whole hub out, which we're gonna reuse, but we need to cut that one, take that lip off, because that's originally part of the bearing that came apart. And then press the new one in, which should not be that bad, because we have the right tools for it. The whole toolkit is specifically for the wheel bearing, so that should work. And then when that is in, we should
do the other one.
Yeah, we use this one to get the bearing out. Unfortunately, I don't have to do it on the other one, and I only have one bearing because the other one is still fine. I might do that in the future, show you guys how it works. But
well, we couldn't even do it because you can't get the axle out.
Oh yeah, the axle is still in. Yeah. So we missed that process, unfortunately, on camera. But we just laid it under there, just lowered this, and it just came out. It was just too easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Squeezy.
Yeah, the right tools. Sure. What is it? How to say it? You have the right tool for the job. It's half of the work.
Something like that.
Don't know if it translates to English. Never mind. So we're gonna cut this one off, and then we're gonna reinstall the new bearing and press this one back in, and then it should be all good to be ready to reinstall. Then the only thing we need to do is, let's go outside for a bit. So I think this paint is dry. I need to flip this upside down, do another coat of paint on the bottom, then press those bearings in, the bushings, sorry, And when that is in, it's pretty much, I need to replace those as well. But then it's pretty much time to reinstall everything, and then when it's all together, we can install it in the car after we weld it. But that's gonna be tomorrow's, oh, don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow's video, but next video. So let's finish this off. Yep. Oh, it's so nice and shiny. It's like brand new.
3 fishes now.
Hey, this is a PG channel, yeah? For fuck's sake. Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry. Wrong channel.
So, is there a front and a back? I don't know.
Well, this was the back. This is front.
It's all the same. So this one goes. What the fuck?
That's not supposed to happen.
Okay, so I was able to buy different sorts of wheel bearings,
This one fits.
and now turns out that the one that I have bought is the wrong fucking size. Okay, so this project has stopped now, and if I'm gonna order this on Autodoc, I have a problem.
Yeah, you're gonna
So-
have 2 weeks of a problem.
Yeah, so I need to buy this expensive now. Damn it, at least I can measure it, so I do order the right one. Alright, let's not ruin this anymore. Well, if this isn't a funky color combination. So the last bushings are going in, which is a subframe. Now, important that if you can see here, it's all yellow, but there's a little tab on there. That tab goes like here on this edge, because if you can see, this is welded on here. So this needs to line up somewhat like that. And then one for the bottom that has this cup here, an insert for the bolts, because they have a little like cup on them, on the rings, washers, whatever. So, grease them up, push them in. Well, that's it. Just pushing it in by hand. And then that one needs a little bit persuasion, I think. There we go, in. I'm starting to bolt everything together. Thomas is working on the last bit of the place where the reinforcement plates needs to be. That'll be in the next video, welding it. But now the camber arms, which are going to be on the bottom, I'm referencing them to the original, so I'll line them up and then line the middle of those bolt holes up with those. So it's roughly in the same ballpark. I want to pull some camber out, but I can do that when it's under the car. I undo these two, and then here is the middle where you can sort of twist the whole thing and it just goes in and out. So I'm making the same length to be in the same ballpark, to have a reference point, and then everything can go in. I think we're gonna do this as like first a subframe and then these, and not just as a full total thing, because it makes it heavier and more difficult to install. So, how's it going here? Good. So now a few final bolts and this is done. Here we go. So just look at that color combo, and this is indoors, and then especially with this, yes. It's a bit different, but why leave it black if you can make it a funky color, right? Life is too short to stay stock, drive boring cars. So these ones in, then the diff, and it's all ready to go under the car. So now it's almost in. When it's in, you need to go a little bit further because that little snap ring needs to go back in. Snap ring, that was the... Yes, I couldn't figure out the word for it.
That's it.
That's it. Then you need to open it up again. New bearing installed.
No, we need to do this clip.
We're all ready to drift and destroy it again. You're gonna take these pliers.
That's it.
Satisfying. So once that clip is in, it's keeping the bearing from going out. And now, well, without the spaces, it's time for this one to go back in. Maybe clean the splines first a little.
Clean it.
Here we are, subframe, everything is back together and ready to go into the car. Trailing arms needs to go on, then the rear drum brakes, these shoes that go around here. That will all be in an upcoming video. Next video we're gonna do the welding, which we're prepping right now.
Getting wet.
But that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and tell us.
See you in the next one.